Articles of Association under Companies Act 2013. The Articles of Association of a company are its rules and regulations which are framed to manage its internal affairs. Just as the memorandum contains the fundamental conditions upon which the company is allowed to be incorporated, so also the articles are the internal regulations of the company. The articles play a part subsidiary to the Memorandum of Association. They accept the memorandum as the Charter of Incorporation, and so accepting it, the articles proceed to define the duties, the rights and powers of the governing body as between themselves and the company, the mode and form in which the business of a company is to be carried on, and the mode and form in which the internal regulations of the company may from time to time to be made. The Articles of Association are in fact the bylaws of the company, according to which the director and the other officers are required to perform their functions as regards the management of the company, its accounts and its audit. It is important, therefore, that the auditor should study the Articles of Association. While doing so, he should note the provisions therein in respect of the relevant matters. So the auditor and all the personnel or all the stakeholders that are connected to the company, that are doing relevant work or relevant operations in the company or for the company, should be well versed with all the clauses in the Articles of Association. That being said, let us study what are the contents of the Articles of Association. The provision of Articles of Association is given under Section 5 of the Companies Act 2013, and it states that the articles of the company shall contain the regulations for the management of the company. The articles shall also contain such matters as may be prescribed, provided that nothing prescribed in this subsection shall be deemed to prevent a company from including such additional matters in its articles as may be considered necessary for its management. Third, the articles may contain provisions for entrenchment to the effect that specifies the provisions of the articles may be altered only if conditions or procedures as that are more restrictive than those applicable in case of special resolutions are met or complied with. Entrenchment over here means to protect from, that is, the articles may contain provisions to protect or for the protection of specific provisions in the articles. The provisions for entrenchment or the provisions for protection referred to under the subsection 3 shall only be made either on the formation of a company or by the amendment in the articles agreed to by all the members of the company in case of private company, and by a special resolution in case of public company. So in in subsection 4, there is a provision which tells you that how the Articles of Association can be amended. So in case of private company, it can be done if all the members of the company agree to, and in case of public company, it can be done by passing a special resolution. Further, it says that the articles contain provisions for entrenchment, whether made on formation or by amendment. The company shall give notice to the registrar of such provisions in such form and manner as may be prescribed. Continuing with the subsection 4 regarding the amendment, section 5 states that after amending the articles, it has to be the company shall give notice to the registrar of the company of such provisions in the prescribed form and prescribed manner. Then the articles of a company shall be in respective forms specified in table F, G, H, I and in schedule 1 as may be applicable to such company. A company may adopt all or any of these regulations contained in the model articles applicable to such company. In case of any company which is registered after the commencement of this Act, insofar as the registered articles of such company do not exclude or modify the regulations contained in the model articles applicable to such company, those regulations shall, so far as applicable, be the regulations of the company in the same manner and to the extent as if they were contained in the duly registered articles of the company. And nothing in this section shall apply to the articles of a company registered under any previous company law unless amended under this Act. So this is the entire section 5 of the Companies Act. And now if I have to summarize it to explain you in simple terms, it can be done. Yes, so the summary can be done using the following pointers, that is contains regulations. It says that the articles of the company shall contain the regulations for management of the company, then inclusion of matters. The articles shall also contain such matters as are prescribed under the rules. However, a company may also include such additional matters in its articles as may be considered necessary for its management. Third, it says that contains provisions for entrenchment, that is to protect something. The articles may contain provisions to protect something to the effect that the specified provisions of the articles may be altered only if the conditions or procedures as that are more restrictive than those applicable in case of a special resolution are met or complied with. Fourth pointer gives you the manner of inclusion of entrenchment provision. The provisions for entrenchment shall only be made either on the formation of the company or by an amendment in the articles agreed to by all the members of the company in case of a private company or by a special resolution in case of a public company. Fifth point states that notice that when the articles contain provisions for entrenchment, whether made on formation or by an amendment, the company shall give notice to the registrar for such provisions in such form and the manner as may be prescribed. Sixth pointer tells you the forms of articles. The articles of a company shall be in the respective forms specified in table F, table G, H, I and J in schedule 1 as may be applicable to such company. Then model articles. A company may adopt all or any of the regulations contained in the model articles applicable to such company. And last pointer says that is the company registered under the commencement after the commencement of this Act. In case, for example, in case of any company which is registered after the commencement of this Act, insofar as the registered articles of such company do not exclude or modify the regulations contained in the model articles applicable for such company, those regulations shall, so far as applicable, be the regulations of that company in the same manner and to the extent as if they were contained in duly registered articles of the company. Moving ahead to alteration of any of the clauses in the Articles of Association. Now, if the company wants to make some changes in the Articles of Association or alter any of the clauses in the Article of Association, the procedure is given of the same has been given under section 14 of the Companies Act 2013. It states that any company who is intending to make any change to the article of associations of its companies will have to comply with the provisions of Section 14 of the Companies Act and other applicable provisions of the Act, including the fulfillment of the conditions as may be contained in the memorandum in the memorandum of association of the company. That means the company has to comply with Section 14 of the Companies Act as well as the Memorandum of Association in order to make changes in its Article of Associations. Now, these are certain steps by which the company can make alteration, or these are certain steps that the company has to follow while making alteration in its article of association. Step 1 is convene a board meeting. Step 2 is hold the board meeting. Then step 3 is convene a general meeting. Step 4 is filing and fees, that is filing necessary forms and fees. And step 5 is follow up. Let us study each of these the step in much detail. So step 1 is convene a board meeting. To alter the articles of association of company, the company has to convene a board meeting by giving at least notice of 7 days. That is, the company has to conduct a board meeting by giving notice of at least 7 days. Then holding the board meeting. Step 2. At the board meeting, the given resolutions must be passed. First, get approval to alteration in Article of Association and recommending the proposal for members' consideration by way of special resolution. Then fixing the date, time and venue of the general meeting and authorizing a director or any other person, it can be a company secretary as well, to send the notice for the same to all the members. Provisions of Section 101 or 101 of the Companies Act provides that the issue of notice of extraordinary general meeting in writing to the below mentions at least 21 days before the actual date of the EGM. So Section 101 of the Companies Act states that along with the notice for general meeting, the extraordinary general meeting, the board of directors should also provide an explanatory statement which tells what changes are to be made in the articles of association. And the notice shall specify the place, date, day and time of the meeting and contain a statement of the business to be transacted, that is the explanatory statement to be transacted at the extraordinary general meeting. So this is something that is done under the board meeting. Moving on to step 3, convene a general meeting. First of all, you have to check the quorum. Then you have to check whether the auditor is present or not. If all the two conditions are fulfilled, then you have to pass the special resolution to make a special resolution as to in favor or not in favor of amending the articles of association, and then get an approval for articles of alteration in articles of association. Then step 4 is filing and fees. File form number MGT14 with the registrar along with the requisite filing within 30 days of passing the special resolution along with the said documents which are mentioned here. So this is at step 4 where one has to register or file the necessary or required changes that are to be made in the Articles of Association under form number MGT 14. And the last step is follow up. The registrar shall then accordingly register the alteration and issue a certificate, which will be then a conclusive evidence that all the requirements with respect to the alteration have been duly complied with by the company. Then the alteration shall be complete and effective only on the issue of certificate by the registrar. Therefore, this step is very important. If the special resolution is not filed within the 30 days from the date of passing such resolution, then additional fees will be levied as per the Companies Act 2013 and incorporation of alteration in every copy of the memorandum. That is, whatever changes are made or whatever alterations are made in the Articles of Association, it has to be made or it has to be added in every copy of the memorandum as well. So yes, students, that is all about Articles of Association. I hope you understood this concept. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it.